Now, if you ask that person to have a phone, to take out your phone, what do you think they're gonna? What would you do if they said you don't like? Oh, I don't have a phone. That'd be pretty weird. Cell phones are a pretty essential part of our generation today. So don't you guys think that we should get the best cell phone out there today? So I'm going to be discussing why Android is superior to iPhone. Android is superior to iPhone. And first I'll be talking about the budget, about the options for those on a budget. I'll be talking about how the customization for an Android, and then I'll talk about the storage. Okay, so there is only one option Apple will sell you if you're looking for a cheap iPhone, and that is the iPhone SE. Do you know how much that costs? It's $400. I don't know about you guys, but if I was on a budget, I would not pay $400 for an iPhone. And I used to have an iPhone. I used to have an iPhone once. It was an iPhone 3GS. And if I was gonna get an iPhone, I'd get the iPhone 4 because to be perfectly honest, that's all I need. And Apple's not selling the iPhone 4S anymore. They're not making it anymore. So I'm sitting here like, well, I'm kind of running out of options. Apple won't sell me anything. So, but with Android, you have all these different options. You want to go 2011 get a phone, go get a phone. If you want to go to 2013 Android phone, then get one. And they're a lot cheaper. They're a lot cheaper than this $400 iPhone SE phone. All right, so let's take a trip to. Oh, let's not take a trip. Oh, it's not here.
I know that's the way I was feeling about mine.
Wow. All right. Well, I had a website. I had a website here which would actually no. I'll just look it up right now because it's actually insane how how cheap these phones are. Android, which one? There it is. Alright, so let's look for a phone really quickly. I am on a budget. Alright, I love listening to music. Over 2 hours a day. I'm an addict. Downloaded. I love my storage space. I love gaming. Over 4 hours a day. No idea, I'm weird. And I love messaging myself, so over 100 messages a day. Now show me the phones. We don't care about the carrier. All prices low. HTC One Desire 510. Well, it looks like it has all this cool stuff. So HTC HD Desire 510 costs. And how much does this cost? Oh wow, it's supposed to show me the cost. But it's around $271, and if you're on a budget, $130 is a lot. You could probably go to McDonald's about like 20 times with that. If you're on a budget, and that is fantastic. What the? Alright, there you go. Alright. Now I talked about the options for the iPhone. Let's go. When you take out money out of the equation, you get a lot more options. So with Steve Ranger actually tells us that when you plan on getting an older phone, you're gonna find yourself getting restricted in terms of what kinds of apps you can use. Because if you want to use an iPhone 4, then you're not going to be able to use the latest Snapchat because it doesn't support it anymore, which is so lame. But if you get like a 2013 Android phone, then it's like, and you find out you can still use Snapchat, it's like, what's going on? And there's only one way you can like actually customize the software of iPhone, and that's jailbreaking. And if you have any experience with jailbreaking and you mess up your phone, you can't get the warranty because Apple doesn't support it. But with Android, you get all these different types of softwares. Like this, I don't like too much. This I kind of yeah, I like the way it looks. I like it more than that one. And you find out that the software supports this. It's like, why doesn't an iPhone do that? Why can't you just give it to me? Like, you have all these options to choose from. You're bound to find one you like. And yeah, you'll find some incompatibility with issues with apps. You will find some incompatibility issues with apps, but there's ways to get around that. There's an article online called "The Ultimate Guide to Downloading Apps from the Google Play Store," and it says that the developers of an app can restrict who can download an app based on country, the software version, and the type of phone. But you can go out of your way to make changes to that. And that's one of the big points, that's one of the big advantages Android has over iPhone. And on top of that, let's go. That's like the newest Android product. It's pretty cool, but I don't think we have time to go over it. Okay, so when you take, not only does it have more customization, but you have more storage options. You guys know how iPhones has 16 gigabyte, 32 gigabyte, 64 gigabyte, but it costs so much. You have to add about an extra $50 for it, and they gave you an iCloud. They give you an iCloud if you need more storage, but you have to pay these rates. And it doesn't look like that much at first, but when you look at it per year, it's $12 per year, $36. Alright, let's be real. You're only going to be getting the 50 gigabytes at most. There's no way you're going to go to 200 gigabytes, but it's still a decent amount. But iPhone doesn't have an SD card support, which Android has, and that cost of an Android SD card is about like $20, and even less if you find it on sale, it's a pretty good investment. And if you're too stubborn to use an SD card, then use the OneDrive that Android offers you. And they gave you 15 gigabytes, 3 times more than Apple does, and they gave you the same rates that iPhone does. You saw that end there. But yeah, let's recap on what you're going to be missing out if you invest in iPhone rather than Android. Alright, so you're going to be missing out on the storage, you're going to be missing out on all the different types of phones you could get, and you're going to be missing out on money. Who doesn't like money? Alright, so, and we all get a little distraught about the popularity of iPhone. We all think like, oh, iPhone's so good, everyone's getting it, why don't I get one too? Don't get a word of advice, don't get what's popular. Get what fits you. Thank you.